This is my first time going live from my laptop. I usually go live from my cell phone, so this feels a little bit awkward, but let's get into it. So, in today's live video, I will be talking about my book. I recently published this book in May. It's called How We Love and How We Grieve, Poems of You and Me, and by Eddie Kapar. I have recently been thinking that I never did a good video talking about the book since I wrote and published the book. So maybe I have been delaying it because I don't know if you've ever heard about imposter syndrome. Maybe I have some of that or some of that feeling. So I got up today, said I'm not going to delay on it anymore. I'm just going to deal with this video and get it out of the way. So I have three questions or thought that I should basically answer. So what caused me to write this book would be the first thing to talk about. Back in 2021, I thought the year started off, it was an unexpected start, but it took a turn to be one of the worst years in my life because in March my mother got COVID, and then she passed away that same March from COVID. So that happened, and then the person I was with, a lot of stuff just started going downhill, and that relationship ended as well. So in 2021, I felt like I was going through a lot of losses, a lot of back to back losses. So it got to be extremely overwhelming and sent me to into a state of depression that I never had before. And I have a very supportive family, so my family, they tried to help me, but with them helping me, the things that I was saying or how I was feeling, they were hearing me and trying to help, but they weren't really the persons I wanted to speak to. So, and I also felt like it was tiring to keep asking them for help or taking up their time to have them listen to me. And seemed as if I was complaining about the same thing over and over and over. So, somewhat, I got tired of my own self and being in that phase. So, I ended up writing this book to basically speak to myself and speak to the person or persons that I truly wanted to speak to. So, and that is the main cause of writing this book. So, was to speak to myself, speak to the persons that I really wanted to express my thoughts and true feelings with, and to just help me with the depressive thoughts that I was having. Now, how I felt during and after. Before writing this book, I was in a very depressive state, and I was basically in that same phase before, like, I think in April, early April was the worst that I saw myself in that state earlier this year. But no, right now, if you ask me, like, Shannon, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling? I'm going to tell you that I am probably an 8 or a 9 because I feel really good in myself. But if you had asked me that question at the start of the year, I probably wouldn't just look on you weird or just don't answer your question. But now I can honestly smile and give an honest opinion or answer to how I feel. So before writing the book, I was not in a good emotional state, but now I am feeling a lot better. So writing the book has helped me emotionally. What do I want for the book? So, like I said before, with writing this book, it was to help me speak to myself and to speak to the persons that I really wanted to express myself. Most of the persons that I really wanted to express things to, they have passed away, but a few persons are still alive. So my initial hope was that one day the person would read the book and understand me more and what I was going through from my perspective, because anytime I tried speaking about it, I don't think they could truly understand. So I hope like maybe reading it for themselves and seeing some of the images in the book, then they could have a clearer understanding versus me verbalizing it. And if this book can actually help anybody out there, because depression is real. Depression is real. And people go through a lot of things that they don't speak about. And sometimes persons are listening, but they're not really listening. So hopefully I can inspire someone from this book to just maybe find a different outlet or a creative outlet to help them heal from whatever they're going through. So these are 3 points about my book, How We Love and How We Grieve. And if you have any specific questions, I would be happy to answer them as best as possible. So if you have any questions, you can leave it in the comments and I'll try my best. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching again, and